listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
I hate that I went to work today because it's Pokemon Day and it should be illegal. That's
That's should be a national holiday. I could have gotten ahead on my Pokemon sleep today.
It's bullcrap, okay? You know, it's like I wake up and they're like, Derek, why are you late? And I'm like, because it's Pokemon Day. And they're like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's
and they tell me holiday. To grow up. Like, you're at work. What does that even mean?
Right. Like, it's a holiday. It's Pokemon Day, not Pokemon Hour, not, it's a holiday. So why, like I honestly feel like we should all gather together, get Biden to be like understanding of it being a religious holiday.
Right.
I feel like I'm not in the wrong here because there's so many Pokemon fans that I think it's justified. Like, yeah. I'm not doing anything at work. I'm sleeping. Like, I mean, at least I have an excuse this time. Come on. It's just capitalism. God. Well,
damn you, money.
Not today. Mostly because my camera is my phone. So if I broke my camera, I broke my phone. All right. All right. So today we got some Pokemon news from everything that happened at Pokemon Day announcement. Spoiler alerts. I think it sucked, but I didn't ask Derek his opinion yet. Let's see here. We got some escape.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, well.
That's how much I hated it. That's right. It was awful.
Escape from Tarkov has apparently 60% cheater, which is literally insane to me. Call of Duty, they literally quoted will run as you would expect on Nintendo platforms. I'm actually very excited to talk about that. I made a video before that article came out, but I'm so excited to talk about that one. And then lastly, it's kind of more tech related, but Amazon employees are kind of like, they're signing this petition because they're all like being brought back to the office, and I have some choice words for that. So it's gonna be a fun episode. So like, comment, subscribe. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple, so that way we're shown to the public with like a lot of 5-star ratings, or 4 stars, and then if it's 3 or below, again, we'll negotiate. Okay,
we'll forget it happened.
Right? I mean, I can't delete rates, but I can make bots to make rates. No,
right, to outweigh it.
To outweigh it, right? Exactly. Okay, first up, Pokemon Day. Again, it is a holiday, a national holiday, a religious holiday to me. Oddly enough, I didn't get off of work, which is just terrible, like we discussed. But I watched it. Honestly, not impressed. but we're gonna break it down one by one here. So now I assume Derek had the article up with me, but I don't remember if this was in the same order. It might have been, but it kind of doesn't matter.
I like literally didn't watch it. I know the biggest thing was at the end. That's it. I don't know what they did with the game apps and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So firstly, they're talking about the world championships. I mean, they're just gonna do that, right? Like, I think they always do that. It's just filler time.
Right. Like, right. That's literally all it is.
Right. So that was like the first 3 minutes of the 25-minute presentation. Like, hey guys, it's Pokemon Championships. Watch it. Haha. And that's it. That's like, they try and hype it up, whatever. All right. Now this, Derek, I thought you'd be really interested in. They're like bringing back like the 3 classic Pokemon sets, apparently, like from, or was it 2? Where it's like the original deck that they originally released, like a Charizard deck.
So it's like, it's the starter decks. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I thought they were just like reprinting the old cards again, which I think they've done pretty much all of them at this point.
Oh, really? I don't.
Yeah, I know they definitely did base set, and I think they did base set 2 at some point, but I don't remember.
Let's see here. Pokemon Company is re-releasing the original Pokemon trading card game. That is to say, the original lineup of cards, a deluxe package designed to be an all-in-one way to play the TCG. Expected to launch late 2023. Mind you, spoiler alert: almost everything in this presentation was very non-specific. It's like early 2023, late 2023, never. So it's kind of there's no concrete dates, and it pisses me off.
Of course.
So yeah, more information will be revealed about this release at the Pokemon Championships. So so it's gonna be so it's after August. At least that's like That's just that's what's happening.
Right.
Next up, Pokemon. How do you pronounce it? Concierge. Concierge.
Concierge.
What does that mean? What is that word? I didn't look at it.
It's like, so if you go to like a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
the concierge is the person that will like direct you around the town and tell you where to go, where to sightsee, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. So they're making a stop motion show or animation show on like a resort. It's using stop motion animation. This series will expand the Pokemon universe. The show takes place at a Pokemon resort and follows the story of a concierge named Haru and the many Pokemon that visit as guests. What? And we so far know that there will be a Psyduck, but what if it was like a Meowth comes up like, yeah, they go order a room, like, yeah, we don't serve your kind. What?
Yeah, you gotta get out. Look, we can't have your type here anymore.
No Cantonian.
You mean my type?
Cantonian, dude. No Cantonians. What? Alolan's fine. Yeah, Alolan's fine. We like Alolan, but
yeah, we keep him. Yeah. We stand for Alola. All my homies hate Kanto though.
I kind of hope or wish that this was more like Hotel Transylvania, where Pokemon are just more causing like a mess around the hotel. Like, oh my god, Toro, stop pooping in the main hall. Pissing me.
That would be great.
Milk tank. Stop getting your milk everywhere. It's not that hard. Come on. Oh my gosh, Chandelure, if I get one more report that you're going through walls and other people's rooms, you're out. You're absolutely out of here.
You're done. You're out.
I want that, and also I want a Pokemon anime that's just Pokemon baseball again. They played the idea for some reason. They just didn't go anywhere with it. There was like, what, 3 episodes or 2?
Yeah. And they never did anything and forgot about it completely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was
Look, I'll take Mario Baseball instead of Mario Super Sluggers. If that's the deal I have to make.
Wait, Mario Baseball instead of Mario Super Sluggers? What?
No, Pokemon Baseball.
Oh, you said Mario. Oh, yeah, I agree. But and guess what? No release date, just coming soon, whatever that means.
Of course.
Coming soon could be like 5 years from now in Nintendo world. Pokemon Unite, they announced Zacian. That's the sword one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like they hinted. I mean, it wasn't really a hint. They just had like a teaser image, and it's like the fairy sword is coming, and it's like literally his description. So it's not even like it's like an obvious tease. So he's in the game now, which I totally didn't realize that legendaries can just play.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I feel like he's just going to be busted, right? Like
I don't know. I can't imagine if like they're applying legendaries like the same standard as to in the game.
Right.
What does annoy me though is that like I want to like the game, but it just runs so piss poor on the Switch that it makes it impossible. It's you almost have to play it on phone, which is it runs better on an iPhone or Android, which is insane to me. I don't know. Whatever. Here's my question to you, Derek. Have you ever played Pokemon Cafe?
I played it when it came out.
What is it? I don't understand it.
It's a mobile game where you like collect Pokemon by doing matches and stuff like that. I don't know. It was fun for like one trip to the bathroom and that was it.
After that trip, no.
Deleted.
Deleted.
Completely forgotten about.
Well, apparently the Sprigatito, Quaxley, and Fuecoco are being added. And giving an outfit for Chef Greninja. So,
yes,
woo!
This is what we need. I can find true happiness again.
A Chef Greninja. You've heard it here first, folks. All right, here's the breaking news, though. Pokemon Sleep finally, like, super duper confirmed, but I still don't understand it. I don't get it. What? Like, they say supposed to, like, apparently Pokemon are going to show up that have your same like sleep pattern. So if they're gonna show up like a mangled mess with back problems, then it'd be accurate. But I don't know.
Mine's just a Garbodor every time because I just sleep like trash all the time.
Is someone like overlooking me? I just don't understand how like. And I think do you have to buy the Pokemon Plus? Yeah, or Pokemon Go Plus. That's literally it, right? That's
yeah, Go Plus. No, they showed in the actual trailer. I think you like. open your phone, turn the app on, leave your phone on all night, wake up, your phone's dead. And it does like it just seems so stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand what they get out of this.
Yeah, like, I don't see the gimmick, like the fun appeal.
You sleep like a Psyduck. We're calling the police. Like what?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Why?
We saw you with that underage kid. We're calling the police.
Whoa.
Dude, yeah, they're just gonna track everything you do. Watch.
Yeah, that's right. Like you you pitched 5 tenths last night in your sleep.
Yeah. You had 3 wet dreams. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Let's see here. Yeah, so the game thereby encourages you to research the sleep styles of various Pokemon. Why?
Yeah, I don't really get it.
You don't want to research sleep styles?
No, Google does that for me already. Why do I need a Pokemon to tell me any different?
Yeah.
Like they have a built-in health app that does that for you already. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it adds to it. It gives me a reason to sleep at night.
I mean, yeah, like, I mean, I can wear my watch when I want to track my sleep, but I don't want to see depressing results when I wake up.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it might be stupid fun. Like I'll just throw it on when I go to sleep at night, and whatever happens during the night happens, and maybe I'll catch like a I don't know, a Dunsparce or something. Make it worth it.
I just saw your thumbnail. Sorry.
Oh, you like that? I gotta put that on Instagram.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Pokemon is behind us on this episode. Don't worry, they sponsored the episode.
You know how insane that would be.
Right.
But so I guess my question to you, Derek, as like a huge Pokemon nerd, are you gonna get the Pokemon Go Plus? The
I like want it just to keep it boxed forever and put it on the shelf. So I probably will. Actually, I should
like
see
I think it's like $60. I think it was.
Let's see. Available for pre-order. Ships July 23rd.
Oh, okay.
It's on the My Nintendo store apparently. Oh no, there's no pre-orders. I guess it's going out.
It can use a Pokemon Go and with Pokemon Sleep. It's a small Pokeball-shaped device you leave on your pillow at night to aid you in Pokemon Sleep. I thought said avoid, or carry in a bag during the day to catch Pokemon automatically in Pokemon Go.
Huh. It has a really weird feature that it has different vibration settings too.
Oh,
I don't know what that's about.
Derek, can you give me the report today? Yeah, I'm just catching a Pokemon.
Sorry, I caught a Bidoof.
Like, this is like also really they couldn't thought of a better name than Pokemon Go Plus. Like they really couldn't.
Right? Just call it I don't know, the Pokeball sleep monitor. There you go.
Like I mean I get originally it's for Pokemon Go. Like there's an original. What the original was called the Pokemon.
There's an original Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go Plus. Yeah, it's like the bracelet thing.
Bracelet?
I have it. It's over there. Yeah.
Oh god, he's taking off. He's running away. He's getting dumpy though. Let's go.
Yeah, so it was this thing. It literally does the same exact thing. So like you hit the button, you can catch Pokemon, spin a Pokestop. I don't know, pay your taxes or whatever.
So then, but doesn't that kind of like? I mean, I get for collection purposes, but doesn't that defeat the purpose of the game? Like, then you're not actually interacting in the game; you're just walking around.
Yeah, pretty much. It like works as a pedometer too. So like it'll like hatch eggs and stuff for you as well, like count your steps. But like it's like obsolete because they updated the game so like it counts your steps through your phone anyway. You don't have to have the game open.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I mean, it's just kind of
like, couldn't you just make
it's cool, but whatever.
Couldn't you just make necessary. It like a watch app? Like that's
they did. It's on the Apple Watch. I don't know if it ever actually came out for the Samsung one. I know they were planning it. So, but like at that point, nobody was playing the game.
Yeah, so. People are playing it now though. right? I mean,
everybody's back to it. Yeah,
Why?
it's like slowly resurging. I don't know. People just like Pokemon again, I guess. So
yeah, again,
I think it was because of like the like everybody came out and started exercising after COVID, after being locked up. They were like, "Oh, let's play Pokemon Go again." So
plus. I'm just trying to see. You didn't see a price, right?
No, it doesn't have it. The only place it's listed is on the My Nintendo store, and all it says is releasing in July 2023.
I could have sworn the price was in the trailer, but I really just don't want to rewatch it because it's like stupid. It was a waste of brain cells. But wait, hold on. If I skip to the end, no, okay. Oh, but don't worry. New functions that use your sleep data are coming. So, right, whatever that means. Like, unless it's like, hey, you slept a perfect night, a great night's rest. Your shiny odds are doubled. I don't care. Like,
yeah, there's not much I can. Yeah, right. Am I gonna have shiny encounters? Oh, you had a nightmare.
Darkrai encounter. We wake up. Go.
Darkrai encounter.
No.
Oh, your lucid dream encountered a shiny Caterpie. Congratulations. That's it. That's all I get.
But also, you lost it. What? Why'd you even tell me?
It ran away.
It ran away. So, all I know is that if I don't see a Pokemon Go plus on like a pillow when I sleep at someone's house, I don't trust them. Mind you, that's what you're supposed to do with this. It literally says you sleep with it. It's on your pillow. How does that work?
So it can track how you like toss and turn at night and stuff.
How's it not going to fall off the pillow? I'm in like a totally different like position.
Yeah, I have like real sporadic like shakes when I sleep. Right, like it's like The Exorcist. They're trying to like pull the demons out of me.
Right,
like, and then I just like wet dream and then I'm okay. So like, is it going to track all that?
Like, I could understand if it was like in a pocket in your pajamas when you slept, but even then you'd probably just crush it. I don't know.
You were touched in the middle of the night.
We noticed your dad came in the middle of the night. What?
I opened the door. He whispered in your ear, "Yes, my good boy." And then he left.
My dad's been gone.
But you caught a Pidgey! Yay!
What if you woke up and I was like, hey, a ghost type encountered last night? What?
What? Who? Did you take pictures? Dude, I don't do that. I'm just telling you what I saw.
You need the Pokemon Go plus for the camera.
Yeah. Oh, you should have got the update.
Oh, sorry. You didn't update. My bad.
Ooh, you're not subscribed to the Go plus premium subscription. Sorry.
But seriously, like, I'm not sure if you've ever. I know. But wait, there was another Pokemon Sleep device, right? Or am I wrong? I don't. Or
no, they announced this game like, God, what was it, like 5 years ago now? I feel like. When did they originally?
Well, while you're looking that up, because like for me and my the way I'm processing this, I just like
there was the toothbrush one. Do you remember that one?
Oh, that was. You mean my Charizard toothbrush? I still have.
Yeah, and it would like track you through an app or something. They announced it May 28th, 2019. And here we are 4 years later.
Yeah, 2023. That's insanity. Is it really that? I mean, I feel like they should have gave up. I don't know. Like,
is this thing gonna diagnose me with like insomnia and stuff? Like, I'm not gonna have to go to a doctor for this stuff anymore.
We're gonna recommend a chiropractor. You are not sleeping well.
You're messed up, dude.
I'll never understand how, even for normal sleepers, wouldn't it just fall off the pillow? I don't. And if it does it still track? I don't know. It's just pissing me off as I think about it.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know.
That's why
I'm gonna try it out. Maybe we'll do a like Pokemon Sleep.
That'd be such a great review. I'm just standing over you with the camera, like
watching. Look at him sleep. Oh, let me kiss him.
I put your hand in.
Tracks this.
I put your hand
Shove your hand in my mouth.
You just start peeing yourself in your sleep. Try. I wonder if it'll track this. You piss yourself.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah, so I'm not excited for this, but let us know in the comments if you are. I don't know who's excited for a game that something you pay where you use it in your sleep, but good for you.
I'm gonna be so productive now. Wow.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna work. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. They announced a new raid. They announced Paradox. Wait, no. What's it called? The past
Chicken
forms?
Arm, Suicune, and Super Metal Verizon Wireless. So stupid. So stupid.
I made a meme on it, and I hope other people see it, but I put it on Instagram where it's like look at these two images, and it's the Suicune next to
It's
the
so
dog
funny,
from
that image. You guys got to check it out. It's so good.
The image from Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Carl gets like a dog that looks like him, kind of. It's a really terrible. It's actually, I think it's like a banned episode, but still, like this thing looks like a monstrosity. It's like it's supposed to be like a dinosaur, I think. That's like the
It's like there's like Velociraptors. That's what they're called.
I guess. Yeah. It's water dragon. Like it looks nothing like it was supposed to look like from the book in the game. So at first I was upset. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense lore wise.
So I thought about that today, and I didn't mention it to you at all today, but I wanted to bring it up here. Aren't the dogs mythical creatures already? Like, didn't we resurrect them in Gold and Silver?
I'm not sure about resurrect. I think it just like you spawn, or like you made them collect and then walk away.
Right.
But someone pointed out, which I thought was interesting, was I mean, for all we know, Paradox Pokemon are like from a different dimension, so they could have a different origin.
Right.
Or so, which I mean, I guess it's the only way to explain this. Even though it pisses me off. I mean, like it also still doesn't make sense because every other like past form Pokemon kind of said like, oh, this like resembles something in the future or from the past. I don't know. Like it still kind of made sense. Not the future forms, but like this is like the same kind of the same issue that they had in Sword and Shield, where there's the Galarian birds, which they like. I don't remember. I'm not sure if they retconned it, but or like they made it seem like. Oh no! I remember they put in the games like, oh, they look exactly like Zapdos, so they just called it Zapdos, but it's not actually Zapdos. Like,
oh right,
that's a weak
right.
excuse. That's a weak.
That's stupid. Just name it something else then.
What is it? It's called Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, or I like the Verizon Wireless.
Dude, it's. I mean, like Virizion literally looks exactly the same.
Yeah, like exactly.
You couldn't even tell that it like was different at all.
Wrong. It has like an extra leaf on its neck for some reason. Right. It's Psychic Grass. Hello.
I'm like, I want to like this version of Suicune, but I just compared to what we already had, like the dog is just so much better.
Right. You know. Also, like. Why these two? I'll correct myself. Why Virizion? Suicune, like,
it's like the two sets of dogs, right? Are they're considered dogs too? Virizion, Cobalion, and
they're considered abominations in my eyes. I'm not there. But like, my idea is like, is this just like a hint that like they're gonna add the other set in DLC, like Raikou and
I assume we're getting the other two from each set.
Yeah, but the Gen 5 monstrosities, there's 4 of them, not 3, because Keldeo.
Oh right, Keldeo.
I mean, unless they're not counting Keldeo.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I assume Keldeo would be like a mystery gift at some point, right? He's a mythical.
I think he was canonical in 2.
Right.
I don't remember how. I mean, that was such long ago. I don't remember how you obtained him.
I'm pretty sure originally Keldeo was a mystery gift with like GameStop, I want to say.
Yeah, you can only get Keldeo from the event or by trading it through GTS with a friend. You can also get it through AR Hex. So it was an event, but he had his own movie, and you could get him in the Sword and Shield DLC.
Right.
Let's see. There was and I guess it happened in black and white too. So
did you ever watch that movie?
Where Keldeo finally drops his balls and has to fight.
Yeah, he's like a child voice actor, and then Kirim though in that movie was so cool.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, which is weird because he could just like go between his fusion forms. It just made like
Right.
zero sense. But I'll look past that. I still proclaim the best Pokemon movie was
Jirachi's Wish. Oh my! I cry.
Hold on. No, the
Max
Hoopa
says
one.
goodbye.
The
Hoopa one was
like
nonstop action.
Where it's like Godzilla Final War, where like everyone just fights. Like,
it was just so cool.
Rayquaza,
Shiny Rayquaza, Deoxys.
Right. It was great. I don't know. I wish they'd revisit that idea in like for like a final Pokemon movie, but
oh yeah,
that'd be
that should have been the Ash's last episode. Is just he goes and fights every legendary. He tries to he goes to Duke Mewtwo one last time, be like, I'm better. I'm gonna do it this time.
I'm the world champion now. I'm literally better than you. I will catch you. You have no choice. So yeah, like, how would you rate these two though? Like actually on a scale.
I want to like Suicune. Virizion is like a 3. They literally changed nothing.
Just his in-game model might arguably even be worse. He just, I don't know. He like, I don't know. Virizion, I can't even tell the difference, and I hate Virizion.
Yeah.
So like
a combo, it's like a 5 out of 10.
Right.
It's. I want to like this Suicune. It's just so stupid.
Kill me.
Trying to find a reason.
Kill me.
Yeah. But like it's like I know what he turns into, and it's so much better. So
anyway, I know there's a raid. I was seeing conflicting things. Someone said they're all 5-star raids. I saw someone say it was a 7-star. I'm assuming it's gonna be 5.
These guys.
Yeah, I assume it's 5 because they're a limited event and it's legendaries, right? So it's like they don't want to screw over any chance of not getting it, you know?
Right.
Like because like with Greninja, even if you don't catch it, someone could breed it, but you can't breed these. So
right.
And they're also shiny locked, but I think I don't agree with that.
I don't know why all these raids have been shiny locked. It makes no sense. There's like no reason to keep doing them other than candies and stuff.
The only thing I can think of is that you only catch one. You like the one you catch is the one you get. Right. But like my issue, I think the reason they're doing it this way is because they like to toward like the last like year of its life cycle. That's when they're like, oh hey, here's an event, here's a shiny event code at like GameStop. Like they did with
right.
I want to say the Galar
Eternatus. They did it with
Eternatus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Zacian and Zamazenta did it.
Yeah, I really missed out on that one.
Greninja, they did it with like years ago because I think those guys were shiny locked, right?
Yeah, so it was like one of the ones where they're shiny locked, and I was just like, why?
Right. I have to shout out Michelle in the chat. I don't know why.
I don't know. I thought
shout her out.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you know what? Here we go.
Yeah, why didn't it?
No. I have to choose it. It's
okay.
And sometimes when I click an article, it'll like, oh, you don't want to see the comments. It's like, no, that's not the case actually.
No.
But yeah, shout out. But wait, oh my god, I actually thought that was her last, the ninja. I'm like Greninja.
Yeah, that's her name. That's her real last name, the ninja.
I think that'd be pretty cool. As like a package, yeah, I'd say like 5 out of 10. Like the Violet players myself got absolutely screwed on this one. Like this looks honestly, if you put them side by side, there's so little difference. It's embarrassing. At least with like Delibird, you could definitely see a huge difference. This is like a Verizon wireless tower. Like that was a meme before,
right?
And they took it to the next level.
Oh my god, I need to make that meme before someone else does.
Her next to the Verizon wireless tower, like tell me yeah, it's like, and then with Suicune, I don't know. I mean, like I'm not hugely attached to the legendary dogs like everyone else is, but I just don't know why they went so differently than what was in the book. Like in the game, in the book, you saw like a picture of it, but it's so different because this one is like he's like a raptor and versus like he was like a overpowered dog. I see what I wanted. Like I'm not sure if you agree with this, but I'd rather than getting these two, I'd rather get like a weird paradox, whatever form, where it's like the idea of all three in one, including and then there's the the dog fighting.
That would
dogs.
be kind of cool,
right? Where it's like maybe like in that universe they used to be one being, and I don't know, has some way to change its typing, and then the dogs, it's like, yeah, everyone hates it, so let's just we don't care. But these the Gen 5 monstrosities, Iron Leaves, and then Walking Wake. So Water Dragon, Grass Psychic. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Wasn't impressed.
yeah. No.
But then they announced the DLC, the Hidden Treasures of Area Zero, which I was also again disappointed by because these trailers sucked. The trailer for Sword and Shield DLC was amazing. It was like it showed pictures of like Gigantamax forms. It had gameplay. Hello, like where was that?
Yeah, cinematic. That's cool. Thanks.
All of this was cinematic. Like, wow, I'm so glad that this was all. It tells me nothing. Like, it told me the culture. Like, they're going for like that. I don't even know what the name of it is, but you remember from a sword art? What's it called? Demon Slayer, like the last arc where they're in the city. Like
the something district.
Yeah. But like it's in vein of that. And like that's all you get from this trailer is that you're in that kind of place. There's these legendary Pokemon that like look like I don't know, Team Rocket spinoff, I guess. And it's like, what's it called? The Mask of something.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, the Teal Mask, dumb name. And the Indigo Disc. Like, what the? I'm sorry. What the? There we go. It just pisses me off. This did nothing for me. And it's releasing in fall and winter of 2023. What?
Why? Just do one in the summer. What is the issue with you?
That's literally one season apart. That's so close to each other. Like, I mean, unless I'm wrong, right? Like, maybe they're really banking on Groundhog's Day. Like, all right, come on,
push winter back.
Push it back. Did you? So like, what is? We don't have. No, we do have the names. We just it's not in this article. Did you see like the official art for all these Pokemon?
It was the Teal Mask and the I forget what the second one was called.
But yeah, it's the Indigo Disc.
Oh, that's it.
Well, yeah, that's the name of the DLC, not the Pokemon.
Oh, the new legendaries? No, I didn't see their names
in DLC. Let's see here. Okay, I can't find it super fast, but it's just I don't know. I mean, I already bought it because the pre-order bonus is a Hisuian Zoroark with some move it can't normally get and some clothes. But
what was it, 30 again?
30, I think 30. I think it's 35. I think it was 35. Yeah, I think it was. I think I paid 35. Because I'm a sucker. Oh yeah, so the one with the mask, the one with the mask. Okay, says the guy getting the Pokemon's plus go or plus.
Look, whoa! I'm using it to track my sleep. All right.
It has health benefits. In the second part, so you'll be an exchange student at Blueberry Academy. How original. Legendary Pokemon called Ogerpon and Terrapogus. That's the one with the turtle one. Not really hyped for any of them. Apparently everyone on the internet loves the turtle though. That's like everyone's like going nuts over this.
They always loved the turtle Pokemon. It was like
really Tortuga?
Tortuga.
I hated Tortuga.
Squirtle, Blastoise line. Turtles always just do well in the Pokemon like world.
You like Tortuga? I hated him. I thought he was a crappy.
Oh, I didn't like him. No, I'm just saying in general. The general consensus for that is great.
I just saw your meme.
Our sponsor. Yeah.
Is there a way I can like I think I could. I think I could do it this way. So in 1 second. I gotta save it. Come on. Why you gotta be like that program? But we'll just save it for the meme. Anyway, let's see here. No release date, mind you, and I still hate that. Just release time, fall,
Right.
and which I'm thinking they're gonna announce the actual release date, at least for the fall one, at the championships in August. Like, that's
that makes sense.
They're gonna do that. I'm still surprised that it's both in the same year. Like they said, winter of 2023, but winter goes from year
Till
into
February.
yeah, till February.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if they pull the Nintendo move where it's literally like an hour before? Like, oh, by the way, this is out in an hour. There you go.
Right. Hey guys, look at your Switch. Nintendo, you didn't.
That's right. We did.
That's right. We deleted your save. We messed up. The update went wrong. We went nuclear.
Cloud saves don't work, by the way. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we still don't have that set up.
Did I put this as an article? So
did you mention Pokemon Home too, by the way?
I did not. So you can talk about that for 1 second.
So while he's looking that up, they also announced that Pokemon Home will be out early 2023. Now I know what you're thinking. It's March almost. So early 2023 is still a mystery to us. But they did confirm that with it you can transfer over the roaming Gimmighoul from Pokemon Go, which I still have to catch, and whatever supported Pokemon are in the game. And then when they add the DLC, someone reported that there's going to be 230 new Pokemon between the two DLCs. Metagross was apparently confirmed, so that's good.
Chimecho,
Chimecho, which thank God the Chimecho fans are eating well today. I forget what else they confirmed was coming back. I want to say it was like Dragonite, but I think he's in the game already, right?
Yeah, he's in the Dragonite. Yeah, Dragonite's already in the game. I don't remember the other one.
Well, I'm just
I'm just out of the loop. They had there was 6 Pokemon on screen. That was like announced. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Pokemon Home announcement. Yeah, Pokemon Home.
Hints at 230. Oh yeah, Dugong. Thank you. We get a seal back. Thank God. Zebstrika, Alcremie, all her versions. Whimsicott, Esper. Let's see. Did I say anybody else? Like 230.
Well, hold on. I gotta find the exact wording, but I didn't understand if they meant like when Pokemon Home's out, it's gonna be compatible 230, or do they mean in terms of like what's gonna be coming to the DLC?
Yeah, so it's whatever Pokemon are in the game now, so the 400 or whatever that's in it now, plus the 230 that are going to be added with the DLC. So you can transfer all of those from old games.
Yeah, but we're just leaving 400 Pokemon on the table?
Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Why wasn't Chimecho one of them? Well, it's a good argument, but I guess the Chimecho fans really signed a petition or something.
I mean, it kind of leads me to believe that they're going to have another set in 2024. Because, Sword and Shield, there was like, I think they almost, if not, they did complete it.
They almost got everybody. I think, and Sword and Shield was literally missing just like garbage Pokemon that nobody cared about. So,
right. So if there's 400 Pokemon, I mean, I'm not sure if there's 400 garbage Pokemon, but I still want
missing. I feel like there's a lot of good ones that are missing.
Like I bring up Metagross, which is great,
if they do the dungeons again, like some sort of type of dungeon for the second DLC, I mean that's all the legendaries, and that's like 100 right there. Flygon is not in the game. Flygon fans get shafted once again. Don't worry. Where's his future past form, Nintendo?
Yeah, right? Like, come on.
No Mega, no Gigantamax, no love. You don't even get to be in this game, Flygon. I'm sorry.
The Flygon like personally hurt people, I guess. I don't know.
What's the controversy? You put, I don't know. You'll put Plusle and Minun in the game before you put Flygon.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Oh wait, I can do this. Dick. Oh wait, no, it's still move.
You literally made a Pokemon that was 4 mouses standing together before you put Flygon back in the game. Like, what is your issue? What did he do to hurt them?
He just like, I guess they just watched Tom and Jerry for like a week straight, and they were like, "What if we just had a mouse? No, 2. No, wait, 3. But that's super rare. 4. There we go. That's the number." But I mean, like, at least the mice are one Pokemon, not a what they're called, not like plus and vinyl where it's, or 2 separate ones because double battles,
right?
Which is stupid. All right, so this is what I wanted to bring up. Someone on Reddit, not Reddit, on 4chan, perfectly described what was going to happen for the for Pokemon Day, like
right.
verbatim. But the one thing that was missed, but not really, he says well, first he said, I'm a programmer at the Pokemon at a Pokemon outsourcing company. My English is very poor, so I use machine translation to complete this post. So literally, he says the theme of the DLC is Hidden Treasure of Area 0 and Hexagon. That's all true. Version 1.2 includes dressable clothes as a reward for DLC purchasers, which is true. There's if you get the DLC, there you get some clothes. Let's see. We'll include Uner Manimo and Tura blah blah blah. These Pokedex Suicune and Paradox Frisian. Okay. And then he says the types. A mystery Pokemon with a green mask, also confirmed. Special terrestrial appearance. I don't know what he meant by that. I honestly meant like the raid, which I assume.
Maybe.
Yeah. The third legendary Pokemon is a large blue turtle, which was true. And here's the last one. We are working on a graphics enhancement patch for the new Nintendo Switch models that will be released alongside DLC 2.
Oh, I saw something about that. Right.
Yeah. That we are working on a graphics enhancement for the new Nintendo Switch models. So,
dude, it's late. I told you about our the person we know that like ordered something on.
Oh, right. Oh yeah. I forgot we didn't.
What is that? GoFundMe?
Yeah,
or Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And they asked him to pick a system, and it said like Nintendo Switch, and then it was like new Nintendo console. And he's like, "What? What is this?" Like,
I mean, it makes sense purely in the sense of like this Switch can't handle the Pokemon game, but if they have the intention of it working on a stronger version where things aren't dying,
right,
that'd make a lot more sense. And for new Nintendo Switch models, see, the only thing is the models, right? Is he implying that it's still a Nintendo Switch?
Right, and there's just going to be a new Switch, like a Switch V2, V3, whatever we're at now.
Instead of like, from Wii to Wii U, it's just like switch to new Switch like with the 3DS. Switcheroo.
Right.
Like in the new 3DS, I mean, I loved it, but there's only like what 2 or 3 games that actually were like purely compatible, that were purely meant for the new 3DS because
it was like Ace Combat, Minecraft, and Fire Emblem Heroes for the new 3DS or whatever it was.
Wait, wasn't there? What about Kid Icarus? I thought that was one.
No, that was on the regular 3DS.
Oh, I think someone else. Yeah. So like, I'm inclined to believe this because our inside information, what he's saying about literally everything else was like 1 trillion% spot on, which is impressive. Like literally not a guess. We are working on a graphics enhancement patch, but like the graphics enhancement, is it just to make it look better? Because that wasn't really the issue. It was more of the optimization.
It actually ran.
It ran. It didn't melt.
The game looked fine for the most part. Like,
I was also reading that. I was reading that like they were gonna come out with like a Pokemon DLC Switch in terms of like just a skin. Good. This would make more sense for the DLC too. I mean, you're gonna buy even if it's like a Switch Mini or some model.
They could have just said that Pikachu, like, I don't know, nuzzled on it. Be like, yep, give. Here's my big brain.
Big brain.
I'm tapping into my psychic powers, right? On exactly 7:48 p.m. a Tuesday night, Nintendo's gonna be like, "Hey, in 12 hours, we have news." Right? Keep in mind, this is before Zelda comes out in May, so we got 3 months to figure out what day. they're gonna be like, hey, you, ILY, JK. But seriously, check out this Nintendo Direct. We have big news. And then they're gonna be like, by the way, here's the new Nintendo Switch. It doesn't suck, and it's launching the same day as Breath of the Wild 2, or whatever it's called.
It's definitely not that purely because DLC 2 is in winter and Tears of Kingdom's in March or May. Yeah, May.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna launch it with Zelda still, but they just like they're gonna spring it on us at like a really inopportune time.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
and then that way it's out for the Pokemon DLCs by the end of the year.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be their holiday surprise this year. Not a new game,
right?
The new console.
Surprise! Buy another system.
Buy another system.
You wasted money on the OLEDs, idiots.
But I'm gonna buy it though.
Right.
That's
you still got my money, Nintendo. I don't know.
Look,
I have literally 8 Switches in this house. All right, you can't stop me at this point.
It's like the Infinity Stones. I collect them all.
Money's not an issue. I have nothing to live for. All right, just give me more Switches.
Sheesh.
I work to buy Nintendo products. All right.
Yeah. I hope this is the case for a new model for alongside DLC 2. That would be actually kind of nutty. You know, like or a new Switch, not like an OLED 2, not.
No, just call it take your stupid naming gimmicks, new Nintendo Switch. Make it run like an actual system on par with, I'll even take on par with like a PS4 at this point. Just like, come on, dude. I can't handle it anymore. I can only take so much. It's been 6 years of this, all right? I can only, have Stockholm Syndrome so much.
That'd be, I mean, yeah, as long as a PS4. Yeah, I don't know. I just want a stronger Switch. It doesn't have to be like 2K or 4K. Just better, I guess. It's 7 years. I think this has to be it, right? Like, because of how many years it's been out. And
it's got to be coming. There's so much evidence towards it. Like, if everybody is just like pulling our leg and this is the biggest April Fool's Day prank, like, you guys win. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm falling for it. I fell for every fake Nintendo Direct announcement on Twitter.
Oh my god, it's so annoying. Just like Switch. I'm like, what's the date on that? Like, you're like
September 23rd, 2017. All I saw was 23rd. I was like, yeah, that's tomorrow.
My god, dude. Which makes sense in Nintendo land because they announce things a day before it happens. But for the rest of the world,
also not 7 years in advance.
Right. And those people are scummy. That'll like
repost.
It's
not my fault. All right. I'm sitting on Twitter waiting for this news. All right. It's not like I'm like, I don't know, sitting there expecting people to get me with jokes and whatever.
Yeah, but you should still read it. I mean, it's still
good. I like hone in on one detail. It's like, oh, the 23rd, that's tomorrow. I am like that lady with the math equations meme,
I know exactly.
That's what I see when I scroll through Twitter.
Well, I'm glad you released to the world that you just blindly accept things at face value.
That's why we're setting up a Patreon. Our first goal is to get me a brain scan.
You really need to see an eye doctor.
Yeah. That's a bowl of worms. What?
So that's Pokemon Day. Overall, I give it like a 5. If that,
I mean, Mystery Dungeon was missing, even though that everywhere. There was hope of them announcing the Pokemon GBA games for the new emulator, but
that was your. I actually wanted to believe.
I don't know. Like I hyped it up. Yeah, I know. No new Pokemon Pinball. That's pretty sad. Pokemon Channel 2. I'm still waiting on.
That's not. That's Pokemon Home, isn't it?
Pokemon Battle Revolution 3. I don't even know what else does Pokemon make. Pokemon Sleep 2. We just skipped we overslept on the first one. Yeah,
literally slept on it.
Yeah,
that would be such a great like trailer. Yeah, we slept on the first one. So here's 2. So what do you give it then? Just from reading it, mind you, you
it's
really
like
got nothing from it.
Yeah, I like. I give it like a 5.
Like
it's nice we're getting DLC, but like I don't know.
Too vague on everything.
Yeah, I don't care yet. Give me a reason to care.
Pokemon Home is still vague in terms of release date. It's just
you're making me buy another Pokemon Go accessory.
What was it? They said early 2023, even though we're like.
And tomorrow is March. Oh, so 2 days is March. So
like, what is early to you? Is it like before the first half?
Like, yeah, just to June.
Is it like fiscal year? Like no, early 2023 is October. What?
Yeah.
How is that early?
How's that early?
It's early for our sales. It's early for our sales. Our holiday sales. Woo. Okay. More Nintendo news, and I'm skipping ahead to this one because it's Nintendo related. It's Microsoft Nintendo news, but Call of Duty. I love this. Will run as you would expect, says Microsoft. So just to kind of give a rundown,
I don't get it, Phil. What are you trying to say, Phil?
They put on paper that if the acquisition of Microsoft and Activision go through, that they will commit to Nintendo a 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo platforms. I love this because it's what you would expect. You know what I expect? Like 10 frames, 10 frames. Like the worst experience known to man. What? Why Call of Duty? Is that all Activision Blizzard has?
No. Where's Rayman? Oh no, that's Ubisoft. Where's what else do they have? Diablo. Well, that's on.
That's coming.
All the Blizzard stuff's on the Switch already, so we're gonna ignore that.
Okay, so Call of Duty,
Tony Hawk on the Switch,
Crash Bandicoot, which is on Switch, Guitar Hero, which they'll never come back to, Tony Hawk, yes, Spyro, Skylanders, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, which is dead, Overwatch, and Candy Crush Saga.
Yeah, so anyway, Call of Duty, it's a big deal that it's coming on the Switch. Activision Blizzard's only franchise. Where's Guitar Hero? Wait, we can bring back Guitar Hero on the Switch.
Do you think anyone's gonna play Guitar Hero on the Switch? What are you gonna do? You're gonna stand up while like you have your Switch in portable mode on like a desk.
I can't even see the buttons.
I can't see the notes.
I'm colorblind. Why am I playing this game?
How are you gonna attach like a drum set to the Switch?
Wireless, dude. This Guitar Hero jumps to the future.
Didn't they have wireless controllers?
The guitars were, yeah, but not the drums. This is the next advance.
Gotcha.
Guitar Hero Live.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah. So this is only gonna happen when or if the Activision Blizzard goes through. They're
just trying to like sugarcoat this deal so it pushes through, right?
No. So what they're trying to do, they also made a deal which is I think more important with NVIDIA, that Game Pass games are coming to NVIDIA's GeForce Now, like their streaming service.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah.
Was it pretty big if this goes through? But like, yeah, no, they're doing this to get basically the I'm not sure it's antitrust, the Federal Trade Commission. There we go. Or some company in the EU to basically to stamp this to go through because they believe it's gonna be bad for gaming. And they're fighting tooth and nail to make this happen. They're like, okay, well, we're going to promise that the Switch or Nintendo's going to get a 10-year commitment to Call of Duty games. Like that, either that means we're getting the worst ports known to man, pure Call of Duty mobile on the Switch somehow, or like a kiddie version of Call of Duty, which I believe would be Boy Scouts gone wild. Could you, the kiddie version of Call of Duty would just be like a Boy Scout simulator. I don't see how this is possible unless they just like maybe their big brain is like remaking just Call of Duty like 1 and 2, like the ones from like the Xbox One and PS2, like the old Call of Duty games.
Right. That's what they're gonna have to do that, right? Like a dumbed down version of the 360 and PS3 games.
That I don't know how else they could do it. I mean, again, they're like, oh, it's gonna run as you would expect, but oh, that's not a good. That doesn't work. Like, you think they're ever gonna get like Warzone on the Switch? You ever play Apex? It plays like mud. It says, oh, you can play up to 30 frames, and it's like most times you get like 20 or 15 because of everything that's going on. Like, it's not meant for this kind of intense games, and I don't know. Like, well, actually, I'm sorry. There's another option, which it would be interesting, is if it was a cloud gaming, which would just suck. It's just like, like they're like, oh, hey, you can play Modern Warfare 2 Cloud Edition. Like, no,
I'm good.
I'm good. That's like the only other way I could think of how they're gonna do it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be rough.
I like, well, my assumption is cloud because they have, they already have the services for cloud gaming, but they don't have. Well, I mean, it works. It works already on the Xbox console. I played it on my iPhone and just like it makes my phone run burning hot, and it just like barely works half the time. And I have like premium internet.
Right.
And any cloud game on the Switch just genuinely sucks. Like,
it doesn't work.
Right, it doesn't. Maybe because it'll be Microsoft, they have like a much stronger handling of cloud gaming, but I don't know. I just don't trust it, and I think that Call of Duty on the Switch is going to be a pretty poor experience that no one is going to purchase.
Like, yeah, I don't like the kids are gonna like it, right? Because it's like, oh, Call of Duty's on my system now, blah blah blah. But like anybody who actually wants to play Call of Duty, like just play it on a normal system.
Also, but on the only upside possibly is that because this hasn't like it only goes through when the agreement goes through, it would mean that like a Call of Duty game would probably be made purely for the next Nintendo console. So maybe because there's going to be more power to it, it's going to be like possible. But I can't imagine it's going to be like the same still the same game as like Modern Warfare 2 or that's actually basically it. Just like mainline Call of Duty games. So
right.
Either way, I'm gonna pre-order every Call of Duty Switch that comes out. I'm gonna get like the one where the Joy-Cons are little guns. That's Would you get that? Would you get a Call of Duty Switch edition? I mean, like a Switch, actual Switch console Call of Duty skin.
I would probably do it.
Really?
I want it to be like Price when he's like staring at the screen and he's screaming, "We are leaving." That's the one I would want.
Okay. And if it's not that? What if it's like okay.
I know people that probably would buy that because even if it was just like Ghost's face or something from Modern Warfare,
right?
I don't know. Who else is important? Captain Price.
Fisher,
Ronald McDonald, Grimace. I'd like to thank the bird, the Nugget bird.
I would love to see Ronald McDonald put on the night vision goggles going in. Like just gonna make a hamburger. It's going in. So not excited for this, but hey, you know what? Now Switch owners can finally have Splatoon and Call of Duty, the two biggest shooters known to man.
I mean, it is a big deal. Yeah, I guess for that, right?
Right. But I think that's really it. I'm still gonna be very skeptical until that happens.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. That's pretty much it. So.
All right, on to this will probably be a fast one, hopefully. But Escape from Tarkov. Apparently, it has a 60% of matches have cheaters. That's insane. That's actually nuts. I thought Call of Duty would be like, or
one of the top ones.
Yeah, I mean, I had to look up how many games on average. I'm not even sure that's normally investigated or even like announced, but that's like, I don't know why anyone would play that. Oh, hold on. This is here. Across 125 Escape from Tarkov online raids, he encountered obvious cheaters in around 60% of them. He says obviously he's not saying cheaters what a typical player would recognize immediately though. He would never encounter speed hackers, stanky leg, invisible hackers. What that was stanky leg?
Who is doing the stanky leg in the game?
No flying hackers and aimbot / rage hacks were very rare. In other words, almost all hackers Goat encountered. Oh, that's the name. Goat encountered were simpler hacks to see players through walls and were only recognizable through communicating via wiggling or general observation. What is wiggling? I don't know. Maybe it does like the wiggle.
What are these terms? What are people doing in Call of Duty now? Or Escape
yeah,
from Tarkov.
I was like Call of Duty.
Sorry, my brain was last article.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I thought this was like a looter shooter where you want to like betray people, right? That's what Escape from Tarkov. I've never played Tarkov,
no,
so
I
have a general idea of what it is.
It's basically, well, I'm not sure if you played DMZ in Warzone 2, but you go in, you get loot, and then you try and extract, and then when you're in that next game, you can use the loot you've gotten to do better the next time around.
So it's like what's that game we play? Hunt Showdown. But it carries over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you die, you just lose the character and everything that the character had.
Right.
Yeah, but there's not like, I don't think there's any betrayal mechanics in it at all, but it's still it's very popular. Like it's still extremely popular, and I don't know where the fun is in terms of cheating for these kind of games. I really don't. Like, isn't like the fun like knowing that you won?
Just play the game, right?
There's skill. They're like, what? Play the game? I bought this game. I should be able to cheat all I want. And the developer Battlestate Games claims it bans thousands of cheaters a day. I'm not gonna play a game where there's literally cheaters on more than half of the games.
Yeah, why would I invest my time when at any moment someone's just gonna hack and kill me and I'm gonna lose everything?
Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, especially in these kind of games. Like at least in Call of Duty matches, cringe, where you like if you you lose, okay, you know what, you just block that person, but you don't lose
next round. Yeah,
right. But now it's like, oh, cool, I lost literally all I worked for because someone hacked the game. That's fun. You like that? You like my version of fun?
Yeah, I love having such a good time in a game I waste time in.
Oh, and then also, so they had like an official Reddit post about it. They named it "Hackers, Cheaters, and Other Related Scum of the Earth." Let's see here. We always been concerned about this problem. Work to watch catch cheaters is always going on. They usually come in waves. Right now, we ban several thousand cheaters a day. Usually, most of them are blocked after playing a little. BattleEye anti-cheat continues to improve. Isn't BattleEye the same one that Siege uses or Ubisoft?
Yeah. I think like most of these PC guys use it now too.
Let's see. It's an eternal race to see who can get past each other's defenses the fastest. In the last week alone, BattleEye has been updated 4 times. Sheesh. We continue to improve our additional cheater detection tools. Blah, blah, blah. The reporting system is also being improved by adding a notification if the one you reported has received a ban. I always like that. That's a feel good in League of Legends where it's like someone just purposely ruins
you got
the
them
game.
banned.
You got them banned. I mean,
it's like that Guitar Hero episode of South Park.
You can't say it.
I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, you
know what I'm talking about. You guys are perfect. And apparently their community is just not happy with the post. I think it's one of those like just you can't satisfy the masses.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. There's only so much they can do. They have an anti-cheat in place. They pay for the BattleEye services, right? I assume it's like a subscription, not a something you just buy up front. That's my assumption.
Right.
I don't know. It's like at least they're trying. But I guess I don't know. We also gave Call of Duty a lot of flack for all their cheaters and like how rampant it was. And I'm not sure if I don't know what their anti-cheat is. Do you know off the top of your head? Oh, it's like Rubber Band or something.
The Call of Duty one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever the newest one was. Rubber Band sounds familiar.
Or Ricochet.
Oh,
Ricochet,
that's it. Yeah.
Ricochet, and that was like, and then it got like destroyed in like 2 days or something. I don't know. It's just, like anti-cheat. First of all, if you get a job in anti-cheat like software, that's gotta be like till you die job because I don't I don't think the server is ever gonna go away. But it's gotta suck that like you have to constantly fight new threats over and over. Like, is there ever a day where they get to relax? Like, oh man, no exploits today. It's not a fun time.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Like especially a game like that where you're investing hours and hours and then you like get all this loot and you're like, cool, I'm going back into another run with all this. And then it's like, oh, I got killed by a hacker.
Great.
Like, wait,
awesome.
Where's the fun? Why are you still playing?
I mean, I know in these games, like they have in Call of Duty 2, where it's like you can pay to get insurance, where like if you die, you'll get, I'm not sure if you get all of it, but you get like some of your stuff back, but you have to pay like a big price for it.
Right.
But still, it's like, cool, I just paid this, got killed from a cheater, and I'm back to square one. This is fun. I'm having fun. You know,
I'm having a blast.
I'm having a blast. Like, I can't tell you how mad I would be if I lost a game because of a cheater in terms of, or a ranked, like something in a ranked game, like, you know, League of Legends or something where like, obviously they're cheating and I lose because of it. I would be so extremely mad. I don't know. I could like play the same game after that. I just scream and cry and poop.
Maybe. Everything's leaving my body.
I'm pooping. It's happening. Yeah. So like, I don't even know what a reasonable number is. 10% like of games. I don't know. Like that's such a high number where like as someone who doesn't play, I'm not interested to play because that number is so huge in terms of matches.
Yeah.
If like, is there a number for you where you're like, okay, I'll play it? If it's like, you know, 10% of games, 15%, etc., or is it like even more than 1%?
Yeah, pretty much more than 1%.
More than 1%. You know, like I'm not surprised. Well, I mean, like, there's probably a lot of times I've encountered League of Legends cheaters. I just never realized it because it's like their cheating is like minuscule in terms of like it has to do with clicking and stuff like that and things I just don't catch.
Right.
Things like that human couldn't be able to do, but I think they can because of in a game. I don't know. Like probably more than 10. Anything more than like maybe 5 or 10%, I would be like, okay, I'm good. No.
Yeah, I would just find a different game.
Yeah,
play like I
like
don't know,
Transformers,
Kitty,
Revenge of the
Island
Fallen,
Adventure.
You know, Transformers 2 or War for Cybertron. I'd go to those games.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ooh. All right, last but not least, I thought this was interesting. It's kind of a bigger discussion, but Amazon employees expressed dismay, anger about sudden return to office policy. So Amazon basically said, "Hey, less than 3 weeks, you got to be back in the office. At least I think it's like 3 days a week." And so like these Amazon members, apparently there's 16,000 members who have joined this like online Slack group where they're like,
right,
yeah, we don't want to do this. We don't want to go back to the office. And like 5,000 have signed a petition to like not return. And I just want to actually know your thoughts. I know you have surprisingly a very strong stance of like going to work and like just taking it.
Dude, seriously. Yeah. Just I don't know.
Well,
everybody's done it for like how many centuries and whatever. And granted, you know, I don't know if I really would ever be able to do an at-home job because my ADHD would just have me doing like millions of other things.
But I do like, it just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I know people can do it though. So it's like I don't know.
There's multiple parts to it for me. Like on one hand, I can understand the corporation wanting their employees back because A, they're paying for the building, right? Like, you know,
right.
I'm not gonna have an empty building that, you know, that I'm paying for. So like they're gonna lose money there. 2, there are one of the benefits of being in a workplace is socialization. Like,
right.
You kind of like, I feel it sometimes where I feel isolated because I'm like, I literally interact with no one physically on a day-to-day basis. Like, it's like, yeah, I talk to my coworkers like sometimes in meetings and stuff, but you know, it is fun to sometimes goof around with your coworkers. You know,
absolutely.
socialize.
That's what I do for 90% of the day at work. Like, I don't actually get work done.
Tomorrow comes like, yeah, we watched the newest episode. You guys follow us? Yeah, we do. We love the podcast. Yeah. But you're fine.
Oh, thanks, man.
But you're fine.
And now you can do it full time. Congratulations.
No, and what I don't think these people understand, again, and I'll say the other side of the argument too, is that like, I don't see how you'll ever be like considered for a promotion if they can't physically like evaluate you. You know, like
right.
If I'm working from home, which I do, and granted, mine's a little different because it's like there's a lot of visual. There's like you have to have a webcam because you have to have meetings with other coworkers and stuff like that. So like they can interact with me in a certain way. But if you go to like in your place of work, you're physically there. You physically see the managers and the upper management, and they can see you work or like interact with you. Versus if you're working from home on like a chat support job for like Amazon, right? Like, how are they going to evaluate you for like a raise or a promotion by just like seeing, you know, reviews and like, I don't know, times you clocked in? Like, there's just a physical component to it, right? Or do you think am I like over exaggerating?
Oh no, there definitely is. Like that's, you know, half of it. Cause like if you have questions and whatever, it's nicer to just like walk to someone's desk.
Right.
And like, you know, I don't know, do it that way than, I don't know, like have to email someone or message them on Microsoft Teams and maybe they'll get back to you. I don't know. It's just like, I just like, yeah, I like the human interaction and stuff throughout the day too.
Well, you know, yeah, it's super healthy. Yeah, for me, yeah, like I don't get that human reaction, but on the same token, I love my job. Like for once, I'm actually happy working, which is like my mind is blown in that part. But it does suck because I kind of think back when like I worked at like a retail store, and yeah, like I didn't like working with like the customers, you know, obviously part of the job, but like I got to hang out with my coworkers, you know, like I was more physically active, which is part of why I gained weight because I don't move around and my legs are hurting because I'm stationary for like the whole day.
Right.
And so like there's an important component to it. However, on the other hand, I do believe there are some jobs that are like there's literally no need to be in an office. At least like going forward, like chat support jobs, let's roll it back for a second. Let's just say, well, all right, let's say the virus happened, but you're just starting a business. If I'm going to do a chat support business, for example, I'm not gonna have a business space. I'd be like, okay, it's all through computer. I literally have no need to like have an office space for people to be working here. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Some jobs literally don't have to require. It can be outgrown in some aspects. There's the comfort of not having to if you're purely working from home, there's a possibility you don't even need like depending on your situation, like if you have family, you don't need a car to go to work. You just work from home, so you're saving on gas, which I've noticed. Like I literally only spend like, I mean, granted, gas prices are still insane. I fill my car up like once a month now. It's great. Like that part's awesome. Like I don't put mileage on my car. Like although believe it or not, there's like I always have to go through a conversation with my insurance policy because they're like, you can't put 0 miles for work. I'm like, but I can because I work from home.
Right.
Like they're like, oh, we'll put 1. I'm like, yeah, but that's not true because I don't drive for work.
Right.
Like, that's not fair. Like you can't, you know, like, and
there's a lot of companies. Yeah. That's like a big thing. Like you can't put 0 miles. So they'll have you like drive to the office, like, I don't know, once a month or something.
Right.
To get like the 10 miles in or something, however close you are.
Yeah, and it's like so, but the amount of money you save like on gas is amazing. I love that part. But I guess I see it from both sides. I think it really depends on the job, and I don't know, if I was a company that had office space, I would just sell it and be like, I just work from home personally.
Right.
But again, there's like
the socialization. So much money on all that like overhead and stuff. You might as well.
But I also believe that Amazon is, and again, I know they're never going to sponsor us, so I'm going to say this, basically a legal sweatshop. You know, working for them is apparently miserable. I'm not sure if we talked about it, but I remember like a year ago they have like 150% like turnover rate or something. It's like
people like start and quit within the same day. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like they're like the issue is like they're running out of people in the state to work. Like they're literally going through everybody in the state. I forget what state it was, but I thought it was funny. Yeah. So this article actually has you kind of mentioned earlier. One worker said they'd recently leased a car with an annual limit of 16,000 miles, assuming remote work was still an option. If they're required to come to the office at least 3 days a week, they'll exceed that limit. So like so some workers they changed their living arrangements because they went to remote work and they had no idea when they're going to come back. Like some people like they moved because they're like, oh, I'm working from home, it doesn't matter where I live, which I understand to a degree, but at the same time, companies probably should have said we will be going back to the office at some point. We just don't know. Well, I don't know. It's like,
but they did. But that was like
3
years ago. So
right.
Like,
it's been so long. It's
how
past,
can
like,
you blame them?
Past a reasonable time frame. Others took the company's previous flexible work stance as an opportunity to move outside major cities to find more affordable housing. They're now concerned about their commute. Because apparently now some places are like, yeah, we want you back in the office 2 days a week. And they're like, yeah, well, I moved across the country. It's like, yeah, but you got to be here 2 days a week. Like, right. Well, I can't because I moved.
Right. I moved. I don't live here anymore.
Apparently in this situation, staffers put as their Slack status. I mean, wait, have you ever used Slack?
That sounds familiar. What is that?
It's like basically a workplace chat program.
It's like Teams. Yeah.
It's a way better. Teams sucks, but
oh my god,
Slack is infinite. So like Slack is the curse. What Slack? I'm sorry. Discord is the curse. If you remember curse, where Slack is to Teams. That's how big of a difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These people are putting as their status remote advocacy as their Slack status in order to show their support for the petition to like not return. Like, I see it from both sides. I think Amazon's so huge that it probably if your position can be work from home. I don't know. Like you've probably gotten used to it if you worked there for years. You know.
Right.
But people
I don't know if it's working though. Like, why would they like force them to come back at this point, right?
Again, my assumption is that because they're paying for the building, they want to use the building. That's like the only
sell it.
Right. That's like my only like idea about it. But maybe like for legal reasons, they had to have like a quote unquote headquarters, like an address that is claimed to be the business. You know,
right.
But I mean, if that was the case, I'd just say my address is a closet. Like, like this is the headquarters. Let's see. Yeah, they have to be back at least 3 days a week beginning May 1st. But the petition urges Jassy and Amazon's leadership team, known as the S team, to drop the mandate just days after it was announced. But like 3 days a week isn't unreasonable though.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like look, I understand. Like for me, I honestly can't see myself ever physically going back to work. It just really pissed me off. Or in terms of like a physical location. But that's just me, and maybe I'm just being picky. But like 3 days on, 2 days off, I would take a job like that where it's like, okay, it's like you get half and half. Half you go to get to socialize, get those 3 days in, crush on a coworker. 2 days, you're home.
Yeah,
like. I don't know. Could you handle like if there's a way to work from home, would you accept like a 3 days on, 2 days off?
Yeah, I think a split like that, I think I could do. But to like be completely home, I don't know. I feel like I would get nothing done and just go like stir crazy. But then again, I mean, we could just like sit on Discord all day and like chit chat.
Please. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's great, dude. I mean, that's what I love when you're randomly from home. It's great. Like I work done, talk to my bros, crack open some brewskis, watch some anime, and they're like, Derek, you missed 3 meetings, and I'm like, well, I'm watching Demon Slayer. What do you want me to do?
I'm watching High School DxD, so you can't be mad at me.
like I don't pay for gas anymore, so now I have a Crunchyroll subscription, and like I got to use it. But so there's a quote here that one of the people put out: by arbitrarily forcing return to office without providing data to support it, and despite clear evidence that it is the wrong decision for employees, Amazon has failed its role as Earth's best employer. Did anyone ever proclaim it's the Earth's best employer?
No.
By Satan Weekly and Sweatshop.
You know what? I'll say this: it's its best employer because it's employed literally like 80% of America at this point. Yeah.
Which I mean, like, as terrible as it is for people that like don't have great, what's the word? Like, a great resume. Oh well. Like like people like you don't have a lot of work experience or lack thereof, whatever you want to take it. That's good for them, even if the work the working conditions are terrible. Like I'd rather,
and honestly, if you can deal with the work, they do pay like very well for like a starting job.
Yeah, I remember when I was looking at like chat support, it was like 20 an hour, and I mean that was during the pandemic, so it's like work around with 20 an hour. That sounds sweet. Yeah, so like I don't know which way I would lean towards in terms of the situation, because I can understand it from both sides. Like Amazon technically doesn't need a reason to say, hey, come back to like the office, but it's like the employee, I assume you get accustomed to working from home 5 days a week.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Like, and you know what? People had like, we didn't mention it before, but like people had like kids and stuff too during the pandemic because they were bored at home. Like
look at GGG
here. Yeah, they like physically can't go back to work now. They like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you're like,
I want to say like screwed themselves, but like they've locked themselves into this lifestyle.
Well, most jobs that I know of, they're like, yeah, but you can't like, if you're supposed to be working. So if we see you have like, you taking care of your kids, then we're just gonna fire you because you're not like committed to work.
Right.
And it's like, and then because there's people. I mean, I'm not gonna say any names, but like I know people where it's like they have to take off work because their kid's sick, but they're working from home, but they have like meetings and stuff. Like, yeah, well, you're not gonna let me. Like, I can easily work and take care of my sick child, but you won't allow that, so I'm just gonna take care of the kid. It's like they still have the chance to be flexible. I forget where I was going with that, but the point is that
I forgot why we started that. Yeah, to be honest, I said something and then I kind of just like.
Oh no! Actually, no. Thank you.
My brain shut off.
You reminded me. That like
my Alzheimer's.
You're able to like do things while you're working from home, like like watch your children, because like realistically, if you're working from home and your kid needs to and there's been times where, again, personally I know, where like school's out, so and they don't want to get a sitter, like, but they're like at an age where like it's not they can watch themselves home alone, but if you're in the house, like the supervision is there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like in those situations, like, yeah, but if you're working, if your remote job is now, hey, you got to come in, that does, screw you over. Like even for
absolutely.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying it's unreasonable for Amazon to say, hey, come back 3 days a week, but for those 2 days and those people in those situations, they're like, okay, now I got to get or for those 3 days, I have to get like a babysitter or something because I can't, I'm not going to be home. So like, there's a give and take. So I just think it's a very interesting conversation. Personally, I think we're kind of hitting a point where we're realizing, oh, I don't need that. We don't need to have like a physical business. We can just do everything from home. Like I know in New York where they're like charging like $50,000 for like a building, a month in rent. They're like, okay, well, all the business is online, so I'm shutting it down. Like I'm not. In fact, I'm not sure how long ago it was. I was reading that like during COVID, this business owner, like, I'm not sure if the state sued them, but they're like, they weren't using it for business because of COVID, but they were sleeping in the building, and they're like, oh, you can't do that. It's like, why not? I own it. It's like, because it's meant for you, because it's a business building. It's like, right, but I own it. Like, what?
Right, I can use it for whatever I want.
Right, but apparently you couldn't. So like, they're completely locked out, but still forced to pay like $50,000 a month because New York is amazing. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that this episode is sponsored by Amazon. Amazon.
Right.
Go work for
Amazon. Sell your soul.
Sell your soul. Yeah. So again, I personally don't lean either way. I guess I hope for the best for them, but I guess if you're forced in that kind of situation, I guess just try and find other employment, as hard as that would be.
Yeah, I mean, don't work for a job that you don't like, no matter what the
Can you of all people say that?
Pay
not
is.
Currently, but not current situation. Just take it.
I do like my job now.
I meant a past job.
Be better. Oh, past job, absolutely. Yeah, I was there for too long. I should have either just
right. I felt like when it was a someone's funeral and they're like, no, you gotta stay for a midnight release. That would have been like,
right. What do you mean? Hold on. I thought you guys were cool.
You guys are cool. No, they're pretty evil. Yeah. So I can see either way, but I thought that was an important conversation or an interesting one to have. But other than that, Derek, you got anything before we hit the old dusty trail?
Guys, rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Numbers there when I go and look and not be sad. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Check out the YouTube. Spotify also has the videos that you can watch alongside the podcast. Facebook for old people, Twitter for new people. Join the Discord. We've been playing Uno a lot recently when we do our 4-man streams, which I think this Friday is our next one, right?
Yeah.
So join us. Come play Uno.
Play Gunfire Reborn.
It'd be so much fun. Oh.
Well, if there are people who are like, hey, want to play Uno with you, I'll drop everything else.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. I think I hit everything. Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
We got the 2-second outro.